Are awesome. There you go. Well, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. How are you? Long time no hear, strangers.
That is right.
Yeah.
All right. How you all doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. I've been doing quite a bit of drawing of girls.
Okay.
Um, and my goal is to get very comfortable with them.
Okay.
Okay. And I've got a few images here. Let's see here. Gosh, I got a lot.
It looks like you've been busy.
Yeah, I have. Let's see here.
Hmm.
Let's look at first the color. I had to pull up one of those sweaters to make sure I got it just right. Bear with me.
No problem. Nothing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you see what I have of Sydney, right?
Right.
This is the latest color version of Sydney. And what I want to do is kind of get your idea, your thoughts on it, how you felt about it.
I think this looks good. I mean, it pops. Even though she's cartoonish, she doesn't look like she's retarded, which is great. You still manage to capture. The thing with cartoon characters is like they look like simpletons, right? They look like they're slow. So that's a challenge, is to try to bring that character in there. And I think you did a good job with her. You get the facial expression at some point, and
Right.
I've noticed that you draw a lot of the eyebrows facing down. Is that intentional?
It's really as a reference. Um, some of us, some artists, some cartoonists draw them that way. It all depends on how. It depends on the character and how I feel comfortable how the eyebrow should be for the character. But that's entirely up to you. I know what you're saying, but I was just using this as kind of as a starting point, as a reference.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I love the color. I love um I love the color. I think her skirt could use more detail like we had before. Like if you look at this
Okay.
scene here, Like you can tell what kind of style this. That's just stylistic point. Here, this just looks like a regular straight skirt versus this. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
just
So
that's
you're
just like
talking about.
technical, yeah.
So we're talking more like
Like London skirt right here. That's the same thing.
talking like right here.
Can you see my thing?
Move it for me, please.
I'm moving right now.
No, I don't, I've given you control.
There we go. What about now?
There you go. There you go.
Okay,
I
first,
see you.
so you see how London skirt has detail. Even Sydney's old skirt back here, you see how much detail
Right.
she had. This skirt doesn't look the
Right.
same stylistically, but other than that, I love the color. Since right now the focus is on color, I think
Right.
it works great.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it looks like for the most part, this is how this character is going to be. Except we do want to put more emphasis, a little more detail on the skirt.
Yeah, and also just stylistically point.
Uh-huh.
Her shirt is too long. If you look at the other characters, do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Right. I see.
her sweater is too long. It should end where the Sydney in the background ends. So you can get more detail in that skirt. It looks sharp, kind of like London looks. But that's just
Okay.
me being nitpicky. But you understand what I'm saying.
I understand exactly what you're saying. So you should more like right about here.
And then have you should make the skirt more visible, and then have your shirt like kind of like London's. You see the proportion of the shirt to the skirt to the sweater on the London right next to her. That should be about what you should be aiming for. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All
And
right.
then this bottom part
I'll
will be
definitely keep that
skirt.
in mind. What bottom part?
This part should be her skirt, like that.
Right. All this would be her skirt right here.
Yeah.
Right,
After
all
her
this.
light. Okay, perfect. You got it. Good.
Okay. So all this would be her skirt.
Yeah. But other than that, it
Okay.
looks good because it looks like at first look like she was wearing London's sweater. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Do you like the shape of her head and everything else, all the proportion of her head and everything else? Everything works for you.
Can you zoom out again? It's out of focus now, so I can't really comment on that. Yeah, it works perfect. I think it's great. I would.
Yeah.
I love that. I would just draw. Can you come zoom in the whole picture closer?
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. You see, we worked so hard on London's eyebrow last time. This eyebrow.
Right.
Where the other London, the one next to the one with the detail.
Right. The more raw London.
Yeah. See that you nailed those eyebrows. That's what she looks like. This one makes the characters look sad and a little slow. The down facing eyebrows all the time.
Okay. All right. So
I don't know though. I don't watch
emphasize on
cartoons.
eyebrows.
I don't watch cartoons, so maybe all cartoons look like that. I think half the cartoons look high. So
So really going more like
So you remember we even looked up Kim Kardashian. So it's thicker in the middle and it thins out the further away you go.
Right. You want it that way as well with the girls. Yeah. More like this.
We looked up Beyonce. Yeah, there you go. Yep. That's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Doesn't that look better?
I think it looks good. I think it looks good.
And then when you do the surprise, you can arch pretty nicely. But instead of having like you know what I mean? Instead of having like eyebrows that point one direction and like that's so you know what I mean?
Right. That makes sense. I guess I've kind of gotten used to. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, and that's how they draw the eyebrows.
They sure do. They sure do. And their hair all comes in locks, like one big.
Yeah.
Wait. So Okay, yeah, that's good. So I like that, that's Sydney, that's not. And honestly, to be quite honest, this detail is only that important for the cover. You
Right.
see what I mean? Because like halfway through, as you're drawing, you're gonna feel it. I won't care as much about that, but like,
Speaking of the cover, what are your plans for the cover? What are you thinking?
um, so what we're thinking, Sydney, London, and I don't know, because every cover will be different, right? This is the one about Texas or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we could to be, I don't know. We may just have London and Sydney in the front, or we may just have London and Sydney like in front of the Dallas Fort Worth Zoo, so it ties in the story. But it
Okay.
shouldn't be a big deal.
Or the state of Texas has to be somewhere on the cover
Yeah,
because
understand.
that's going to be a
Okay.
and the words Texas maybe somewhere in there because that's going to be the big seller, especially when like running AdSense or doing interviews. People need to see Texas. They'll see.
Right.
And Texas is they can still secede, Ron. I don't know if you know that. And it's the greatest.
Yeah.
It's the greatest place to live in America and the world. So
You sound
every
like
Texan.
you sound like a commercial, man.
Well, I heard it for 4 years, so I was like, okay. And before that, I was in Kansas, heard the same thing. I said, do they like tell everyone to say this after high school, or
Oh gosh.
And anyway, back to this. This looks good. I'll get back to you to finalize the Texas thing because um, I, I can't think of it right now. But I know that Texas, the state of Texas, has like kind of like the Hollywood sign, but it has Texas on it. Like they have
Okay.
something like that. I think it's in Houston, and I just have to think about that for a second. But
no, that's El Paso.
Is that El
And
Paso?
we're going to use that for El Paso. And they've actually taken that sign off. It's not lit up anymore.
Oh, they have?
But so we're going to put it in the book. It's almost like history. We're going to be, 'cause
Oh.
they were there when it was lit
That'll be a
up.
good front cover then.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay, good. So we're good with Sydney. I love the colors. The colors work together very well.
Okay.
Yeah. What else?
Now, how about with London?
I think London looks fine. I do.
You're not as sold on London as the old London here. I can tell you.
No, I'm not because this London doesn't have as much detail. I think that this is the same London you showed me last time, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. So it's not really. It's fine. She just looks dull. But I'm sure that this is.
Look,
Go
I think
ahead.
I've got another London here. This one.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
I
Fix
think,
the eyebrows.
yeah, fix the eyebrows. I think that looks fine. I think you need to draw London with also expression. It's like you seem to have gotten Sydney's character being loud, but London is coming in as very subdued, and she's not.
Okay.
Yeah, so scenes with mouth open, like London is not gonna be sitting somewhere with her mouth. You're gonna see her teeth, her lips, something's gonna be open, talking.
Okay.
Just more
Gotcha.
personality. The colors are fine, the clothes are fine, the outfits
Okay.
are fine. You draw the skirts with more detail, right?
Right. I will. I will.
Yeah.
I've really got to. You know what? I'm really kind of thinking like at this point, like a comic strip artist, where you've got one who is opposite of the other, and
Yeah.
that's where there's chemistry. But in this case, they're both loud and they're both, very, what's the word for it? Active.
Yeah, I mean they're both very
the-
precocious. Both girls are extremely
Right.
precocious. They don't act their age. So I don't want you to see it's just that Sydney is just coming out of her baby face. You know what I mean? So London is mature,
Right,
but
right,
London is
right.
not like a quiet. No, she's not like that.
Okay. So, tell me a little more about London.
I mean, London was she's just turned 6. We raised her kind of like to be an only child for the most
Right?
part. Until
Yeah.
Sydney showed up, she was the center. She's like most of her aunts. She has like between the two families at least 20 or almost 25 aunts and uncles. And she's
Wow.
very much always at the center of attention. She is very outspoken and she's very direct and she's not shy and she's very inquisitive. But she plays well alone. She doesn't need like almost constant attention.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's kind of like her personality. I think
Right.
between
So
me
she.
and Kellen, she's going to probably be more of my personality as she grows up. Would you say that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, she has a serious side to her. I'm more serious. Kellen is more like laid back or whatever. But London, she's not like she does ballet. She takes swimming. She's very good at ballet actually. Um, what else? She's traveled more than Sydney for the most part. She's more exposed than Sydney is. She's more
Okay.
fluent in French, obviously. She
Okay.
is. What else? She knows. She's very sure. She picks out her own outfit. She has a great sense of style from her grandma,
Okay.
and she's not shy about that. And she remembers all the places we've been. She's more invested in this book because she actually is old enough to remember. Sydney is like whatever.
Right.
Uh,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, and I think that as we find our market, as we find our sweet spots, we'll decide what the girls' ages will stay. But London
Okay.
should carry the book, in my opinion.
Carrie, the boat.
It's her. Sydney doesn't know anything. Sydney's like whatever. But a lot of the adventures we had, like Mexico and all that, it was with London. Like going through and looking at the
Right.
pyramids and picking out
But
stuff
this
and
is
talking.
Texas, though. So
But I mean, all of them, like
yeah,
in
she's older.
general.
I get it. Sydney's too. Y'all can be close.
but Sydney also thinks she's 20, so
She thinks she's 5 or 8.
yeah, that
With that.
she's decided she's not telling. Yeah, Sydney is more of a jokester. They're both jokesters. I don't know. I don't know. It's
You just
hard.
said one is serious.
London is more serious than Sydney, but Sydney is such a baby. I don't know how to explain it. Like London can sit and do her schoolwork for a whole hour and a half with very little distraction. That's hard to do at 6.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but anyway.
Okay. Okay. All right. I think I got you then. I'm going to have to change up the personality. Give it a little more spark.
Yeah.
A little more life, a little more energy.
Yeah, she looks depressed.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you mentioned grandma. How often are we going to see? How often are we going to see the grandma?
So grandma, it's really interesting. Well,
Grandma's gonna come in. She's gonna come in once in this story, and then when we do another story like California, or if we do one for Washington, or even Canada, she's gonna be kind of like a special guest appearance.
Gotcha.
Because most successful cartoons don't focus on adults, too much, and
Right.
so
unless you're a little Bill.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think she'll be that. We'll put her in one scene. Grandma is
Yeah.
gonna be in a scene in one location. It's gonna be good. I like what you've done so far. You got her hair right. Can you zoom in on
Okay.
her? Are we talking about her now?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Let me see if I can just zoom her in.
Okay.
Did you eat your food?
In just a little bit. Thank you.
You can't find London here.
Oh, grandma, you mean?
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How's that?
This is good.
Is that too small? Okay.
This is perfect. Okay. So I love the hair. I love the eyes. I love the head. I'm fine with the head. I'm fine with. I'm just gonna have her.
Okay.
Her outfits look like an old person's outfit. Margie would never wear this.
Oh my God.
She would never wear, like, not be caught dead. So
And I try to be fashionable. Oh well.
no, she was very avant-garde. Margie was very avant-garde.
Okay.
So she dressed like she was in her 20s and 30s.
But not like a hoochie. Not like a hoochie, but just not 20s and 30s. She just was up on the seat. I mean, fashion was her thing. So
Again,
Okay.
just like she was at 20 and 30.
can you send him? Because I was just
I
gonna
don't
put
have
her
good.
in the. I was just gonna put her in the white blouse, like the pictures.
No.
No.
So that white blouse is a special request.
Okay. Well, then we need.
So
to
I'll tell
send
him.
some-
I'm gonna work on it right now. We're gonna fix it right now. Okay. So for Margie's outfit, right? Since she's only gonna
Okay.
be in one scene, we can just focus on a nice outfit, right?
Okay.
So for her, I'm almost. Where is she gonna be?
She's gonna be in the scene in Lubbock when they're counting the whatchamacallit? The
Tumbleweeds.
tumbleweeds. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was your idea.
I was joking, but okay, that's fine. Can we put her in a dress, or is that too much?
No, it's not too much.
Yeah, it may just be easier. We'll take out all this stuff. We'll have a dress for right now. Let's just make it a knee-length dress.
And let's
Mm-hmm.
it's not the most fashionable dress.
Yeah. So it's okay. So that dress needs to be shorter, like end right here.
Okay.
And it needs to be a bigger skirt.
A big what?
A big skirt, like be like this.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like a more poofy skirt, if you could put it that way. Yeah. Okay. And then that's perfect. And then right about here, right? Do a
Okay.
band like that.
Do a belt?
Like a band. Just draw like a band. Not a belt, but just like a band. That's
Okay.
just to give the dress structure. So now we're talking a little bit. I think this is more like her. And then for her top, take up this collar top, because everybody has a collar top. It's too matchy. And then do a round neck top.
Okay.
Oh no, just like a regular round neck, no collar, just like a round.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
You're so used to being fashion forward. You're
We'll
okay.
work on the neck. Let's see here.
Okay. And then can we take a
Is
better?
it a little lower? Is the or is that just right?
You can make it, it's just fine. I liked it that way. It was fine. That's fine. And then can we take off
Okay.
this green jacket then? And then sleeves, just capped sleeves if you have them. You know what that means?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you see my thing, right? Like this.
Yeah.
And then so basically do a sleeve that ends not halfway up your arm, but like can I draw or
More
no?
like this. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, go ahead.
So she's like this, right? Whatever, that's her arm or whatever, right? I don't have a mouse, sorry. I need a dress, do a sleeve that ends right here.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
You see what I mean?
Yep, I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just kind of get an idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an idea. Okay.
Yeah. So now you can do that band and do whatever you need to do with that band. Yeah, there you go. Now make it higher actually. Make the band higher. Because that looks like a schoolgirl dress. Yeah. So it cinches at the waist. That's perfect.
I guess you better give her a little bit of top part.
Yeah. There we go. What do you think?
Put her in here.
That's the other thing too. I don't know if he can.
I don't even know if that'll work right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
It may be too hard to do. Yeah.
Why? What's too hard to do? What's going on?
Margie never went out without heels, but it's just not necessary for this story.
Oh gosh.
So
let's see here. No, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, that.
It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't work.
Sandals, maybe.
Yeah.
I stay out of the fashion department. I don't know. You pick or something.
Well, these are kind of like slippers.
My backpack. Yeah. So anyway.
Okay, I can work with this. This is a very good reference. I can work with this.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like make that out his top or whatever.
I know what you talked about now.
Yeah, and the heels I don't care as much about because hopefully we won't be looking at her legs too much.
Right, she can cut those off. She can be behind a tumbleweed, so it won't even matter.
It won't matter because you have to see how she fits in the context.
Yeah.
Then oh shoot! Don't tell me I forgot my remote. My. Hold on. I'm looking for my mouse. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I left it at work again. Oh, this gets on my nerves, actually. Let's go check right here. Nothing in there.
You help him with the color. I'll look while you help him with the color.
I gotta work on my thing anyway. All right, so that's good. I think that's a little bit better, right?
Yeah, I think so. But question: how about the color? The color of the dress?
It doesn't matter. Whatever color you had before works great.
Yeah, green and
You
yellow.
like the color you had for her shirt? That's
Right.
fine. Yeah, because that's kind of like the split difference between Sydney and London.
Right. I think that color was
Not blue like polka dots. Like
Hmm.
blue and then
I
white.
think it was more like a.
I don't mind. I'll pick something.
It was that color. I think it was that color.
Oh,
I think it
okay.
was this color, wasn't it?
Would she be too? That works fine, right? Yeah, just try to do that for
Huh?
her dress. Let's see how it looks. I think it looks fine.
Okay.
So Lubbock, that'll be the color of your dress because of all the dust. I was thinking blue dress, white polka dots. Too much.
You talking about polka dots?
We talked about that earlier, remember?
Oh, did we? Oh.
It's too hard to do, like keep the
Oh.
symmetry and everything.
Oh, okay. She's in one.
Hmm.
She's in one. But
But
that
you
might
know.
be, I don't know if that's. Again, I'm staying out of the fashion department. For this.
I think this color is fine.
Okay.
You can make that belt a different color. You can keep it all the same.
This is why we structured the dress.
Mm-hmm.
Really gotta work on the dress though. Well, I tell you.
Why?
Well, you know, what I would like to do is make it look a little more. I don't know.
Do you have the?
Not flashy.
Do I have this? Oh, sorry. Can you undo that? Give me control again and take it off the collar.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is this is my idea of a skirt, right? Oh, geez.
Okay. Here,
Sorry.
here. Let me give you the pen. Let me give you the pen.
I want the
Let's see
pen.
here. There we go.
Okay. Wait, can you undo that? Let me just go and do it up here. Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you what I was doing. So I have to exaggerate my actions with this thing. Like, why is this so terrible?
Well, you know, what can you say? We're going through the internet. And you got control over my tablet.
I'm just saying, like, why is this so? But that, like a skirt like that may be fine.
Oh.
I think the dress is fine. You know what I mean? Instead of doing like this and this, but more like a structured adult, beautiful skirt, and then you make this a band.
Okay.
And it doesn't even matter. You can erase all my stuff I did.
We'll keep it there as a reference. Let's see here.
And then do a bigger band, like the band should end here.
Right.
Sorry.
The band should end. Oh, I see. Okay, so it should right
it should
about
be a big, well-defined
here,
band. Yeah.
in which you probably want to give a little more waist there.
Yeah. I think that skirt is fine.
There.
Yeah, that looks more stylish. And then we'll keep the dress. I like the color of the dress because the thing is, I don't want to go too bold. It's gonna contrast too much with the scene.
Okay.
I think that dress is fine. If you want to be adventurous, you could go for this color right here. But to me, that may be a bit much. What do you think?
Oh boy, I like the other color better. I think. What do you think?
Me too. I think it's too much. I think we'll go with the
Okay.
other color. We'll stick with the other color,
Okay.
whatever that color.
Do you think that the dress is going spread out too much? Should I bring it back down?
It won't matter. She'll only be in a couple of scenes, and she's not gonna bend over. So who cares?
Okay. Enough said. All right.
Yeah. So that's where we're at, and then you can just do the. I like that color we picked. For her shoes, I'm not gonna spend that much time on her shoes.
Okay. Are we gonna go with the original color for our shoes?
Now, what I do want to pick is the color for her shoes. So for her shoes, I say you just go with the black.
Okay.
Keep it simple. Why does black look so ugly? Okay.
This is just a red.
Okay, I think that looks fine. What do you think?
I think it looks good.
Yeah, I
Her
mean,
feet may not even be in the picture. So depending on how you draw it up, Ron. So
but you know how sometimes at the back of books they explain all the characters to you, right? So to me, I'm just the focus I'm putting on this detail is to get her dress right. In case Magic has a future in. I like this. I like this. I have no complaints.
Okay.
I like the length of her hair. I think this looks perfect.
Okay. All right. Now back to the cover. Will she be on the cover?
No.
Most likely she'll be on the back.
You know how sometimes kids' books like introduce the characters to you, like
Okay.
Mama, London, Sydney, where you just have like on the back profiles. But that's for later. That we're talking about printing issues. But I want to do like this is their profile. Like if you're introducing a character, the detail I want is based on this.
and we probably won't, Ron. We probably won't introduce him in the back on this book because I can put that on the website.
Okay, that makes
Okay.
sense.
So, because I want this book. This book is a short, easy to read. You can get through it, but it's one of those books when kids want to be read a bedtime story at night. They always like to pick the biggest book, right? I'm reaching for
Right.
the Clifford because Clifford is gonna be done quicker than the Critters. When I see their books, and it's not we're not gonna start with doing a whole bunch. So yeah.
So that's good. I think we got the characters right.
I think so too. I think we're just about ready to move to the next phase of this thing.
Yeah.
And that is some roughs of each page. I'm going to play with the characters a little more, particularly London and Sydney. But I want to start focusing on the layout of each page.
Okay.
Starting with the first page. If I'm correct, the first page has to do with the zoo, right?
I believe it's the Fort Worth Zoo. Yeah, I have to go back. Let me look in that email, but I think it's the Fort Worth Zoo, and I think we were talking about the baby elephants.
Right.
And that in itself is almost like a character, but that baby elephant, when they open up that first page, gets them in tune for the rest of the book. What else?
Okay, so that first page got popped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been to the Fort Worth Zoo?
No, I have not. No.
Okay. Do you have the internet now?
Uh-huh.
Let's go to the internet just so we're on the same page. It's one of the biggest ones in the country.
Uh huh.
It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one of the biggest ones in the country. It's one
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, annoying. I just wanted to see like pictures of the entrance of the zoo, just like a standard, you know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe we could just go like Google and just go Google
Give
images
me
or
one
something.
second here.
Images. So maybe we get this entrance at the zoo right there where it says Fort Worth Zoo with the rhinos.
This one right here?
Yeah, that's like their classic entrance.
Okay.
And you can keep going to the next and the next. But that's like the entrance that I remember. Wait, that's like their main thing. And that's something that's recognizable. Like if you've been to the zoo.
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
we could just do on that, basically.
Okay. So definitely the entrance.
Do you want to do the lion? Because is the Fort Worth Zoo just one page?
Yeah. I
I believe it is. I believe the Fort Worth Zoo is just one page.
Yeah, because when you open it up like this, you have one piece, like think of Clifford, you have one thing on here, and the other piece of the story is here, and it's together like that. So that's how it's going to be.
So one page for the whole zoo.
One page for the whole zoo. One page. Very simple. Yeah.
So is this book gonna have words?
Yes.
Oh.
And they're going to be very simple.
I was thinking 2 pages per story, but it sounds like Kellen's saying 1 page.
No, I'm not doing 2 pages. Oh, sorry, no.
Okay.
Okay. Does the children have access to be up close with to the elephants, or is it behind the glass? Kind of like this.
Some of them are like the elephants are not behind the glass, cause I mean the elephants.
But Ron, let's think in our cartoon head. We can have whatever. So if we did that sign, like I'm picturing it, like that sign could even be in the sky or on the side, right? And then the baby elephant, they could be petting the baby elephant, which is like a neat experience. I've petted a baby elephant. And so yeah, so it doesn't have to be. We're not making a documentary like that. I mean, they've been there, but we can have some fun with the characters. We could have the lions and the elephants all be, they could all be friends.
On 1 page.
Yeah, think Clifford. You're not thinking Clifford, the book, the little book.
Oh.
If you put too much on the page, it's too much.
You're the one trying to put elephants and lions.
Because I'm thinking. Ron heard me when I said think cartoon. He's in his cartoon zone when I said that. He went to another realm. This is the part where I take over.
This part is for Kellen, because to me, I tend to want to be statistically correct.
Yes, because that's what the kids are going to care about. Hey, that elephant and lion can't be in the same place at the same time.
That's just not physically possible.
If a kid ever says that reading our book, he needs to move on to the next level.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay, I got an idea. So basically, just have one of the girls petting the elephant, and there's other animals around, just kind of hanging and looking and just being happy.
Yeah, just being happy. That koala could be on one of their backs or whatnot. I'm getting a look.
That's child abuse. Sue the zoo.
Wow.
You would have to sue the zoo. It doesn't make any sense.
The only thing I don't want is at this point, one of the kids riding like a zebra because these are African babies, and I don't want people in the masses saying, "I know African babies ride zebras instead of horses." You know. So yeah, that could so yeah, we can have some fun with that. Like I think you had said this before, the baby elephant could even be spitting out water up above, and
I was thinking that.
Yeah, so I think you said that. I don't like to tell. I hate people who say ideas and they tell you your own idea a week or two later. I think you had said that, and so these animals can be having fun. We really like lions. We really like lions because Cameroon, that's their football team mascot. And when we throw in Africa in the mix on whatever book we do that, it'll be that same lion. Like the lion from the zoo could be visiting them. He could even be sitting on He could even be sitting on the airplane with them. I'm telling Berthina, because you have to think with your imagination and your cartoon mind. And she doesn't have a cartoon mind.
Okay, for me to understand this book, you need to paralyze me and put me in a coma. Because I don't get it. I don't get it. I need to be on propofol just to picture this. So.
Oh my God.
You have to think like Twilight
Yeah, so
Zone,
now you can see Twilight. I don't watch it because it's ludicrous.
Yeah. It's almost like you have to kind of exaggerate the scenario. Exaggerate.
Or just make up a story. Okay. Clearly, you can tell the difference between our personalities here. Kellen's more. I think this is more his speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't read children's books, so I don't know what they look like. So I think for this is his. You can take on this part.
Yeah.
I don't need to be in any more of the meetings, correct?
You don't need to be, but you can be when you're available. Because when we put this piece out to teach people how to do this book and work as a team, and how a woman will, take over when she needs to, but submit, which is almost a biblical principle, we'll be teaching and preaching at the same time. And so you can be, because it adds good audio for those who support. And we thank all those people who support in advance because they didn't have to. And yes, I'm on right now, Ron. This is when this is when it gets good. So
I clearly feel it, man. I clearly feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to our notes. Now that this has been preaching and teaching all at the same time. Okay, so story number 1, page number 1, Dallas Fort Worth Zoo. Page number 2, what?
Wait, let's do page 1 first, and let's go there. I mean, Ron, if that works for you, one step at a time.
That works fine.
Okay.
I think, we can either go with the 1 page or we can go with 2 pages, but I think starting with the 1 page will probably be the best thing. At the same time, start putting together the cover just to kind of get a feel for how we want the cover. That way we're not saving that for last.
Yeah, and also let's just work on getting the storyboard together so you know. I don't want to say write 2 pages per story. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying page 1 is at Dallas Fort Worth Zoo. What's page 2 on?
We have it already in an email. I'll send it to you.
Can we review it? What's page 2 on?
I don't have it right now. I have to look at my phone and it's...
The book is 5 pages. You should know it by heart, love.
It's not 5.
It's 10.
That if I'm correct, that's 10 pages.
It's 10.
Yeah, I mean, if I recall, it's 10.
You're correct. And this is why we all have our departments. I just need you to... Ron, best for you. What's best for you right now? Do you want to go through all the pages, or you just want to go? I think step by step. That's what I work better with.
Well, actually, I've already gone through all the stages, all the pages.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever works fine for y'all. But I can tell you right now, I'm ready to lay out this first page. I mean, I'm going to be ready in the next couple of days to start sketching out some roughs for the first page.
Okay. Let's do that.
So what I'm trying not to do is that I don't want work to be delayed because we can't get on a meeting to agree on what. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say, okay, Ron has finished the first page, but we can't schedule a meeting, so we're going to delay and wait. Let's just say the story is going to be these 5 things. Ron is working on the first page, pending approval on some minor touches, but he's had schematics for the second page too, just to make this more valuable for our time. Because I don't want to sit and the next meeting and talk about one page. Like I want to just scratch my eyeballs out.
Well, you don't, and for those meetings, you don't have to be there.
Oh, okay.
Because when he does the first sketch, and him and I talk, and we go through, and then maybe you catch it on the second final review of that. And if you have any ideas that management approve, cool. If not, we just gonna keep it moving.
Now, I will say this. I will have more. I'll have a more refined version of all the characters. So she would definitely want to be there for this next one. I will have the page, the rough of the page too, but I really want to. I feel good with the characters. I'm comfortable how I've drawn them, but I want to make sure you all are okay with how this is drawn finally, especially for the cover, because the cover is going to really say a lot about the book. All right, so I want to have that ready for you, and then I'll have the rough of the first page. It'll be a black and white rough, and basically with just the perspective of how everything is laid out.
Okay.
Animals, London, Sydney. That way you get a better idea of where you're going to place the words on that page.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. How much time do you need to do that? So it's 10 pages, right?
Right.
So are you telling me we're going to need 10 meetings? I'm just saying. I'm just asking right now.
Yes, you're in a process.
10 minutes? Is it therapy?
It's just the way you said that.
Can we do 2 pages a day, please?
No.
We could. You know what we could do?
Yeah,
We could do 2 pages. I'm thinking probably 2 pages a week.
Yeah, because you're gonna be more some pages are gonna be easier to draw than others. I don't want you. You know what I mean?
Well, what we could do is we could set up a date of our next meeting, but before that date, I can give you an update on how I'm doing on that page. So that way, your time is valuable, my time is valuable as well. So that way, when we do the meeting, that page is going to be ready.
Yeah, and also
at least the rough.
Yeah, at this point, we've talked the characters to death. You get it. You get all my feedback. We don't need to have another meeting and say, "Oh, do you like her hair?" Yes, we like it. Next, kind of thing.
Okay.
You see what I mean? And then, so you and I could say, you could even shoot me an email and just email me the characters that I've done. I love the colors. I love the way it pops. We're gonna fix some eyebrows. We're gonna give textures to a few dresses. Once you're done with that, shoot me an email and say, "Okay, next." I don't
good enough.
You know what I mean? Because that's just wasting time. But
okay.
But the thing that I do think that you should consider working on 2 pages per meeting. So potentially in the next 5 to maybe in the next couple of months, the book will be over. You see what I mean?
Right.
Because if we're going to do this, we're going to be doing this thing to May of next year. But the next page that I want you to work on, if you can, just to start to give you ideas on how to plan, it doesn't have to be complete. It's just like rough schematics. Is the waterfront in
page by page?
San Antonio.
Can we go page by page? That doesn't help anyone but you. I need it to go in a certain way. I need it to go a certain way.
Okay, I don't care.
Yeah, don't jump.
I just want an easier page to do because the lions and the elephants, that's gonna be hard to do. I wanted an easier page to do.
Not for a cartoonist.
It won't be hard for me to do.
For a scientist, it's hard to do, but you got to go into a cartoon realm, and you can't do that. So, Ron, we got it. You're gonna get the first sketch of the page, and from what we've given you, some of the cover. I'm thinking, very colorful cover, Texas, the words, the map, all maybe. And I'm just throwing out ideas. Maybe for the cities that we're visiting, those cities inside the Texas map.
Okay.
And so people know where we're touring because we cover the whole state. And I'm thinking, what sells? Someone will say, "Wow, I've never seen a children's book with El Paso on it."
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be like, "Where's El Paso?"
Yeah. but then they see Dallas, then they see Houston, then they see San Antonio. So it could be either city, and like, oh, I'm representing my city, because Texans have a lot of pride with their city, and if there's nothing else like that, you may get a sale and someone saying, hey, we want to put this in our distribution or our store or whatever. We want to do an interview because you've hit upon something and no one else has. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, like having the cities.
Well, I've already got an idea. Let's see here. Let me take this for just a second here.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to have Texas.
Yes.
Let's see here.
Receipt for the conference.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
But it says 0.
Okay. Here are the girls. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's Texas. Okay. Here's the shape of the book. Here's just an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you have London, Sydney, Texas. They're right in the middle of Texas. But right here you have like the zoo. You have this. You have that. You have this. You have that.
Yeah. And like when you say, like when you have that, like Houston, we cover NASA. That's a big people. What?
Right.
You're talking NASA? Let me open that book and see what you're saying, because I haven't seen another children's book do NASA and the zoo, and so we're not just covering fun things, we're covering science, and that could take it. You could go into a whole nother realm.
But you want the lion to be with them at NASA?
Huh? No, at NASA there'll be
You said you wanted the giraffe to be on the back.
Right. Well, for a scientist, I'm talking STEM right now. Do you know STEM? Yeah.
Science, technology, engineering,
yes.
and math.
Okay. I thought you looked a little dull when I said it. I just want to make sure.
I just wanted to know how your brain was connecting to that.
Okay, so I'm thinking on a marketing level. I've gone into another realm now of marketing.
Okay.
I like what you said on that, and have maybe the cities and the places we're covering, because they're big monuments for those areas.
There you go.
And I'm gonna have to just do a little research and make sure I can put NASA on the cover of a book without someone saying I did some copyright infringement.
Just put massa.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll find that out tomorrow. I don't think it should be a problem, but you don't want to go through all this and then it be a problem.
Exactly. There.
I'm sure
something,
you can.
something like that.
If not, we put a rocket ship, and it's the same thing with Fort Worth Zoo. Oh, you can't use. Okay, we'll put FT W Zoo. I don't know, but I'll figure that out tomorrow.
Why can't you use it?
You just never know. You just never know what you can and what you can't.
Okay, that's good. All right, Ron. That's excited.
I tell you what, though, yeah, if I get sued because I put something for NASA for kids, let me tell you, I just bought a lot of coverage, press coverage. So, okay, I can change my cover, but I'm going to get, what Ron is going to charge me to change the cover, I'm going to get a lot of press. So
I don't think you will get sued, because that's like saying you're going to sue someone for saying the the Lady Liberty. It's a national monument. You can say it.
People are flagging people on YouTube for saying their name too much.
Oh, that's their name, but that's not like it's like Obama trying to sue somebody for saying Obama. You're the president. You don't have a choice.
Put Obama on the cover of the book and see. I
He
don't
wouldn't even
know.
know. He wouldn't even know the difference.
Oh boy, I would take that chance.
Yeah, I've never heard it. I just, I'll make sure tomorrow that I cover all that. And I'm not afraid of being sued because that's coverage and, but I'm doing a project on the Bible, Ron,
Okay.
on the big Bible. And come to find out, there's maybe 3 versions that are public domain. The rest of the versions of the Bible are copyrighted, and they say on their papers, when you read the papers, they will sue you if you take and try to reproduce, whether it's audio or whether it's written. So I'll make sure, but we're gonna go with what you said, with that. And I just want Texas to be represented because I'm thinking marketing and I'm thinking other materials that can come out of that. So.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, well, I'm thinking probably the next day will be Saturday.
Okay, I know the morning works for you, right, Basoma?
Yeah, I'm going to work on Saturday though.
Yeah, I don't know what the earliest morning you can do.
Yeah.
If we. What time?
But Ron, here's the thing. The last 2 times we've scheduled meetings in the morning, they haven't worked out. Would you rather do Saturday evening?
I'm thinking this time it should work out because I'm heading out of town. I'll be in Tennessee, so I'll be in a room with my work. So if Saturday morning works fine for you, this time Saturday morning would definitely work fine for me.
Oh, okay. The only reason is that Kellen's gonna have to head this meeting, and Kellen is not a morning person.
Okay, well, as long as it's not too late on Saturday, I should be fine. If it's gonna be sometime Saturday in the afternoon.
It will be after.
Okay.
You're 2 hours ahead of us, right? Or
3.
Oh, so
3.
So I get up work at 6.
You can't do 8 o'clock in the morning.
I can do any time. I'm just worried about you.
Okay, we can do 8. I'll make the sacrifice.
But I maybe sleep because you don't need me for this next meeting.
Okay, that's fine. If you sleep, you're gonna be up. We know that. I know that because I try to have you sleep, and she won't sleep late. And there's something to do, so that's fine. Maybe I'll be talking with Ron and some eggs, grits, maybe some fish, plantains, sangria, mimosa, all that. Yeah, prepare.
And some bacon. But anyway,
I feel like I'm in Florida talking like that.
Anyway.
So my time is gonna be 11 o'clock.
Okay.
11 a.m. That will be 8 a.m. my time.
8 o'clock. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I got it down, and my pleasure. I'll have the rough, and I'll have the rough of the cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good evening.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
You don't want to close the team together?
Let's see here. Okay.
Fantasia.
Oh, yeah.